Hello everyone, welcome back to more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. My name is Will, you know me on the internet as the Herbivore Waffle. Can I ever make it through an intro while enunciating every last word? I'm gonna trap myself in here. Last time we got all the way up here in the rainy section of Mount Krenel, and I have 2 hearts left, and that's slightly concerning. We're gonna go down here and see what's in store for... Did you see that? I just... Oh my god! I just, like, rolled right through him. Okay. That was terrifying. Alright. Okay. Let's kill you, because I'm kind of slightly worried about my mental... my physical condition, not my mental condition. I mean, I'm sure Link would start to panic a little bit if, he had 2/5 of his health left before he dies. But, wait. Is this right? Yeah, okay. I always get mixed up here. But, I don't know. Oh, look, we're back in the nice section. Can I throw this at you? Yes, you can. Okay. That's a good way to kill P-hats. Throw something at them. There we go. Nice. Any hearts? Potential hearts? No. Of course not. Why would there be hearts? Okay. You can die. There's gotta be hearts somewhere. I mean, how often does it happen that there's no hearts in a Zelda game? Fairly, I heard a heart. I gotta get over there. Heart? No, bomb. God. I need hearts. I need hearts even more now. Okay. Hearts? Okay. This is getting slightly concerning. Die. Heart! Thank you, Choo-Choo. I actually have more than half my health left. Where's my brother going? I just heard a door close, whatever. What you have to do here is throw a bomb across by lifting it up with the R button. For some reason, the one time I played through this game, I could not figure that out for the life of me. Which was kind of ridiculous, actually, but whatever. All bombs! I don't need bombs! I have 30 bombs! I have 2 3/4 hearts! I could really use some hearts. Hearts! I already know what the title of this video is gonna be. Hearts. Red rupee. Aren't those supposed to be rarer than hearts? And I got that. I got what I don't really actually need at the moment. I'll probably need rupees later on, but not now. I need hearts. Bombs! I got bombs. No hearts, though. I could use some hearts. Okay, maybe I shouldn't beg for hearts when I totally just skipped across a bunch of rocks that could have had potential hearts in them. It's alright, though. We have to push this pink rock. This is a different colored rock. I kind of like it. It looks sassy. Why am I giving rocks emotions? Then we can push that other thing, and... a puzzle that probably has a very simple solution. Who'd have known? Yes, it did have a simple solution. Heart? Yes, thank you. Alright. Kinstone piece. Always welcome. Always welcome kinstone pieces in my collection. And there's a random series of pipes here. We'll see what that's all about. Okay, so my recording sort of glitched, and starting right here, as I probably showed you a bit of it, everything just kind of went to hell. And I'm kind of worried that's going to happen again. My recording seems fine right now, but I don't want to speak too soon because anything can happen when it comes to recording. I've had it happen before. There's a reason why Life is Strange, Let's Play Life is Strange is not happening and probably won't happen for a very long time. There's a reason why I probably won't record on my PS4 for a very long time, and that's because I had technical issues. It's impossible to have good things happen while recording. Oh, look, Melari's mine, and it has the good Minish Woods music. Or the Minish Village, whatever it's called. And we have some mountain Minish around here, which are all mining. I'm not going to disturb them, because that would be very rude. The unfortunate part about that whole glitchiness is that now I have no idea what time it's going to be. I think I was about 4 minutes in. Now I'm probably at 5 minutes or something like that. But, yeah. there's not a lot you can do here. So what you want to do is actually hop down here and go to the bottom. And I can't jump off that ledge. That's very depressing. Can I jump off this? Yes. Okay. Hello. What's it? Green clothes and an odd hat, sir. You might be. Wait. I should give this guy a Goron voice because there aren't really Gorons. There are Gorons in this game, but there aren't mountain Gorons. Green clothes and an odd hat, sir. You might you be young Link? I am Melari, Master Smith. I hear you want me to reforge the sacred sword and help break a curse. I'll be needing the old sword, which holds the power of the first of the elements. First, show me that broken Picori Blade. I love all this adventure. What with the rescuing of princesses and such. I'd be happy to reforge this thing into a brand new sacred blade for you. Ah, thank you, Melari. You're so kind. It'll take me a while to rework your sword. In the meantime, you should track down the missing elements. One of them should be in the mine the humans dug. It's not far from here. Alright, let's get started.
Help! There'll be a while, Link. Let's leave them to it and find that element.
Yes, and that we shall. And it turns gold while they mine or hammer it or something like that. Hi. You're kind of in the way of the exit, sir.
What? You're going to the mine? If you talk to the boss, I won't stop you. Be careful.
Please don't stop me. I would appreciate that. Okay, first things first, let's get back to normal size. And see this. Hold over the yeah. Explode, and then Eslo will say the same thing that he always says. And there's this very interesting mountain building thing. And this is the Cave of Flames, the second dungeon already. Wow, it's hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so you take off early 2000s hip-hop. Come on, let's not stand around wasting time. Find that element so we can get out of here. Yes, that we shall. I know there are hearts in here. I remember this for a fact. Alright. Sorry, just listening to the music. I don't usually pay attention to it here. It seems like fairly generic for a fire dungeon, which this is a fire dungeon. And unlike, like, it seems every single freaking Zelda game ever, there's only one fire dungeon in this game. Maybe that's just Ocarina of Time that has 2 fire dungeons. 2 fire dungeons, 2 forest dungeons, 2 water dungeons in that game. There's like 2 of everything. I mean, there's not 2 desert dungeons. Not 2, yeah. I don't know. But in Skyward Sword, there are 2 desert dungeons and 2 fire dungeons. These enemies will actually hurt you if you are in first place, so don't let that happen. Kill them immediately with your shield, and that should get you a compass, which sounds really freaking random, but if I remember correctly, yes! We are like, what, 3 rooms in, and they give you the compass first and not the map? That's odd. These rupees are Turkish. Those 2 seem normal. But that one right there, this is a rupee, like, if you find yourself stuck in one of these, they will basically drain away your rupees, and it's not a fun experience. They're like the likes from the 3D series. There actually are likes in this game. But they drain money and not shields, which may or may not be worse. I'm surprised I didn't get hurt there. Oh yeah, those are bombs. That for some reason exist in this game. That's exciting. And I like this dungeon for one reason, and we're about to reach it. Otherwise it might seem like a generic second fire dungeon or whatever, but you might notice these tracks. And what are these tracks for, you might ask? Well, there's this minecart right here.
This must be what... Hail! This must be the humans who built this mine used to get around in here. Maybe we should hop in. What? After all this, you don't expect me to believe you're scared? There's nothing to be afraid of here. Come on, let's go.
Alright, watch this. That's the most random thing that they could have possibly had the minecart do.
Hey, sweet jumping jellyfish, that was awful. Hey, kid, what are you smiling about? I knew it was madness to risk our lives in that rickety human contraption. From now on, let's just stick to our feet. Well, I mean, your feet.
Thanks, Eslo. You were the one that said it should be okay for us, and then you're the one who's a pussy. Link was happy about it. Jesus Christ. Alright, whatever. Here. Shite. Okay. You can blow up in peace. And, more stuff. Alright. Maybe I should equip my bombs instead. Typically that'll be more useful than the shield. Especially in a place like this. Bombs, 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 bombs. Bombs, 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 bombs! Okay. Oh, he actually blew this up for us. How kind of him. And, there are more of these guys. Alright. Gush Jar. Unfortunately, the Gush Jar is kind of going to become obsolete later in this game. But, just because it's kind of a very situational item. We just have been having lots of situations so far. It's not as multi-purpose as, say, like, the bombs, or, yeah, there's another portal in here. Or the shield, which, you never use the shield in this game, so it's whatever. Alright. Actually, I probably should have showed off what happens when you enter into the portal. Ezlo does his dance, and... nothing. The ones in dungeons are slightly more boring. I don't know why they couldn't have just, like, chosen some fancy animation, but I guess it's fine. It's a small nitpick. Like I said, lots of my complaints with this game are very, very small and insignificant and would come off as major nitpicking. So I really shouldn't bother. Heart piece. I would actually make a full heart container, making it so we would have 6 hearts in this second dungeon alone, which would be fantastic. For now, though, we're too small to grab the heart piece, which makes actually quite a bit of sense. I was going to say, makes no sense, but we're like 15 times as small as the heart piece, so we probably can't grab it realistically. These fires here, you can actually put out with your sword, but will hurt you if you stand in them, so don't stand in them. This map, yes, it's the map, obviously. For some reason, I completely skipped over it in my practice playthrough. This is what the dungeon looks like. It's rather big, probably about the same size as the Deepwood Shrine, but there are a lot of treasure chests here, and as per usual, I'll be getting them all. But in my practice, for some reason, I just skipped the map, which made my life for getting treasure chests a little bit more difficult. Alright, Kinstone piece.
Help! Oh my, it looks really, really hot in that lava. Trust me, falling into that would be a bad idea. I'm sure you agree.
Yes, I do. Alright, that switch opens the door there. Yeah, these platforms kind of fall if you stand on them too long. Which, you don't want that to happen, and I don't want that to happen. So, don't let it happen. Funny how things like that work. Oh, but now they're stepping it up. Now they have platforms that fall into the lava and move. Oh boy, how dangerous. I'm a rebel, guys. I don't know. I just threw these things all the way over. Alright, these little, centipede things can, be curled up into balls and, thrown into these little openings, which is very helpful because now you can actually cross. And now we have another whirlwind. This would probably be very intimidating if this were realistic. Just gliding over lava on your hat parachute, your green bird hat parachute, over like hot lava in a volcano. Yeah, that's not scary at all. Let's push this in and open that. And these treasure chests on pegs are you're not able to open them until they're actually falling into a hole. But when you do, you can actually get a small key or various other items that might be in the chest. It really depends. I cannot remember where to go next. I think... Actually, no. No, I'm gonna go... This dungeon is fairly non-linear, and as per usual with this game, I'm not as experienced with it as some other Zelda games. And my practice was like a week ago by now. Actually, around 4th of July. Wait, no. No. Okay. I know what I have to do. Huh. That was not the right way. For some reason, I forgot that there was that little, the portal, and you had to be small to get down there. I thought there was like a door in my brain hole, but, yeah. But we get to ride the funny mine carts that go so fast that it's ridiculous. I don't know where they get all that acceleration from, but yes, right here there's a key door that you want to get, and I didn't notice it in our first visit through here, which was great. However, hitting that switch makes it so the hilarious minecart will be able to go in a different direction, which is very convenient. Although I did skip over that heart piece, which is heartbreaking. Get it? Because it's a heart piece and it breaks my heart. I don't know. That was actually pretty dumb. Alright, these spike traps here, don't get hit by them. They activate when you get close, or when you're in there, how do you describe that? If you're in, like, their X or Y, coordinate line, perpendicularity, more algebra. I hate algebra. For some reason I thought it would be fun to take Algebra 2 over the summer. I don't think I thought it would be fun. By the way, final heart container, or final heart piece, full heart container, 6 hearts, amazing, and, which was dumb. I hate algebra, and, and now I'm taking, like, an accelerated course in the middle of July. Like, what part of April me thought that was a good idea? I don't know. Hey, at least I'll be able to take, like, pre-calculus next year, which means I'll be so smart. These choo-choos are being really annoying. Let's destroy them immediately. I completely forgot to acknowledge them. That's partly because it's just a circle of enemies we've already seen before. And I thought my story was way more interesting than whatever these choo-choos had to say. However, that was technically the mini-boss. And we get the King Apache here. King Posse? Posse? Like a group? Patsy? Patchy? I think it's King Apache. Don't yell at me. This is an interesting item that isn't really used that often outside this dungeon, but it's okay. Let's equip it now. And it has the power to flip things over, which makes a lot of sense. And if you... Hey, hey kid, why don't you take that King Apache and fire it at that hole? I mean, you never know what'll happen until you try, right? Yeah, if you fire it at the little hole things, you're able to get like a height boost, which is cool, I guess. We can also use it to flip over this minecart. It's a very useful item in this dungeon, but we won't be using it a ton after that, so it's kind of a shame. It's alright, though. There are going to be places right after we beat this dungeon we'll be able to use it. Small key. Hopefully you have decent short-term memory and remember that small key, or the regular door with a regular key, small key. Small door? Something like that. There's no medium door, so I think it's a normal door. First, before we go down here, was there anything on the top above floor? Nope, we're good to go so far. Alright, there's some spike traps here and a hole over there that you have to be small to get into. So what we want to do is don't hit this switch. I've made that mistake plenty of times. And just kind of take it carefully here. And there we go, all the way through. Oh, this part will be fun. Actually, no. These things don't activate until we're big. But, yeah, we have a little bit of a maze in these, like, mines that do absolutely nothing when we're small. But, they'll do something when we get bigger. And I think these are, like, the only ones in the game. I could be wrong. But they chase you. Which, okay. I was about to say, isn't really scary, but I guess it kind of is. They get fast. These were in the Oracle games. I don't remember if it's Oracle of Seasons or Oracle of Ages, but it's okay. Then we can get the minecart, and we can actually go places, and it's amazing. Very, very fast. I still can't get over it. What we want to do here is throw these into the areas. So we can actually get that little peg that has the switch, and, okay, don't pop out again. Yeah, we have to pull it. Which is slower than pushing, so it's making Link red in the face. Good God, that can't be healthy. I think we're coming up on time. I think we are. We're gonna try and get a little bit further in this dungeon because it's obviously the dungeons in this game are not that long compared to their 3D counterparts. There, another Kinstone piece, always welcome. Why am I welcoming these inanimate objects into my inventory? Probably because they're such an important part of the game. See, another Kinstone piece, they're amazing. Yeah, I think we already almost got all the chests in here, that's kind of nice. And one of those is gonna have the boss key, so it's gonna be required anyway. Well, this room is interesting. Oh, I think I already ruined it. What you're gonna want to do is do that and get over. Layman's terms, but I think you get what I think you saw it. Hopefully you did, or otherwise you may want to get your vision checked. Or why are you watching an LP if you can't see? The world may never know. All right. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. Please don't break. Okay. Okay, this part's sort of stressful. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Shite. I totally could have done that too. It's the saddest part. I did this first try in my practice file, but when I'm Let's Playing, of course not. Why would such an amazing thing happen to a Let's Player? Okay. 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 If this goes any worse, I may end up having to speed it up and play derpy music. Have fun with that if that does happen. If not, well, I'll still be commentating, so I don't know. Okay. I think I got it this time. There will be moments in. Cue the derpy music. Alright, I finally got across. As soon as I stop commentating, I actually get it. That's also what always happens. Oh, no, no! Okay, this is going terribly. As soon as they introduce, like, fiery obstacles, that's when I start having trouble. Alright, hearts. Okay, I can definitely use those because I've lost a bunch. Oh, this part's scary, too. This is gonna be cringy as hell, and I should probably end off the episode too, but I don't want to end it off in the middle of all this action. Why would I do such a thing? Okay, please don't fall. Hey Link, please forget to fall down. I don't know, references. Okay, okay, all right. Oh, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so stressful. Okay. There we go. Well, I think that's as good of a time as any to end off the episode. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy, my name is Will. You know me on the internet as the Herbivore Waffle. I'll see you guys next time when we finish up the Cave of Flames. Goodbye. Goodbye.